today I coded a Scratch game, but I used your ideas to make it. About a week ago, I made a post asking you guys for help. Give me your ideas, and boy, am I gonna regret this. So let's just go ahead and read some of your comments. Make a game about a doge hunting you and you are the small doge and you need to survive from that doge, otherwise you die and you can get stuff. You are a slice of bread trying to escape a haunted kitchen. Make Among Us. Yeah, no. Waffle. Add 6'7" kid holding tung tung sahur golden die. I had chicken die song. What is die? Skibbed toilet. Alright, some of you just need to go back to school or preschool or kindergarten. Add social credit scores that change with everything that you do. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. And cloning. He wants me to add cloning.
Get him out of here! Yeah, you're done, Dad. You're done! Ban him!
So the first thing I needed to do was choose the comments I was going to put inside of the game. Now obviously I would be biased if I chose them myself. So I decided to code in something that would choose the comments by random. First I copied all of the comments from the post, there were about 90 of them, and then I imported them into a new Scratch list. And then I coded in a small code to make the list choose between 10 random items. But it didn't work. I just need to change this, and now I should have my games in 3, 2, 1. Oh no. Here is the first idea. Make a game where you work in a factory and your job is simple. Make empire and then you cook and become the owner of the factory, making millions, but you know that makes money from showing a zoo filled with sandwiches that are like animals but taste amazing. One day the sandwiches are released, everyone in the place is dead. Your job is to exit multiple sandwiches, but you make it through, and you also face boss to make it more end that while you Yeah, I'm sorry Top Commander YT. I'm gonna have to cut this down a bit. So let's get started making this game. Since he mentioned something about a factory in that textbook that he just wrote, the first thought that came to mind were some conveyor belts, because conveyor belts are in factories and... So let's quickly draw the factory conveyor belt. Now I don't care if Top Commander YT hates me for deleting like 90% of his idea. It's my game and I can do what I want. So after drawing the conveyor belt, I need some things to put on it because it's a factory, right? So I found this cake sprite and coded it in so it would follow the conveyor belt. And then once the items get to the end, they just go flying off. But every so often, instead of a cake, a bomb will spawn because the factory machine thingamajig malfunctions. I don't know, I'll find some story later. Anyway, here it is working. So I think that counts for the first idea being completed. Now it's a game where you have to pick cakes off of the conveyor belt and let the bombs fall off to explode without harming anyone.
Watch out, watch out, watch out!
If you click on the bombs, they blow up in your face, and if you let the cakes fall off, then you lose points. And I think it's a pretty good idea. It only took me like 3 hours. And now I have like 9 more ideas left to code in. So now it's time for your second idea. Fran LH1206 says, make Silksong in Scratch.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Hollow Knight Silksong is a massive game, and it probably wouldn't even be possible to create in Scratch, so I'm gonna have to way to creatively implement this idea into the game. So the first thing we're gonna do is draw the player. This is Hornet, the main character from Silksong. And then because Silksong is a scrolling platformer, I quickly coded in a quick scrolling platformer script that should get the game scrolling. And so after about 30 minutes of coding, I think I got the platformer script working. So now the conveyor belt should spawn on the left and right sides, and I should be able to jump in between them. Yeah, no, it was pretty buggy. Everything was laggy and the cakes and the bombs didn't seem to want to follow the scrolling scripts like they're supposed to. So I quickly copied some of the code from my game that I made in another video, Maniac Jumper, and used it to fix the bugs in this game. And that kind of fixed the bugs, but yeah, I can jump through the floor. So I created a grounded variable, and that should stop the phasing, at least for now. So I had put Hornet in the game, but it's not really Silksong, it's just a player. Let's add Hornet's weapon, which is a sword, or just a stick, I think it is. So I added a sword and a slashing effect, and I coded it in so it swings when you click or when you press space, and now you can slash away at the cakes. The plan is you're going to play as Hornet inside of a cake factory, and you have to separate the cakes from the bombs by slashing them for some reason. I don't know, I'll find another idea to justify this. Coding in the sword took forever because for some reason when I tried swinging it, sometimes it would overshoot and completely rotate in the opposite direction. And also when I swung the sword, the delay was 2 seconds until I could swing it again, even when I was holding the mouse down. Anyways, I drew some more costumes for the animations, like running, jumping, falling, idling, and then here is Silksong inside of my game. And I'm not gonna lie, I've never played Hollow Knight before, but if there was ever a Scratch recreation of it, I'm pretty sure this is what it would look like. So now that I'm done with this idea, it's time to move on to the next one, Monopoly or Risk or any other board game. I had a hard time thinking about what I actually would make with this idea. I already had a good game mechanic, slashing at cakes on a factory conveyor belt. So I can't add another game mechanic. Or can I? What object do all board games have? A dice. Or die. I don't know which one. But every board game has one of these. I quickly drew a regular square, rounded the corners with the select tool, and then added actual holes that correspond to how much points you get when you roll the dice. And then I also added some in-between frames so that I could smoothly animate between each costume on the dice, so it actually looks like the dice is rotating. And here is what that looks like. I think it actually looks pretty good. And next I coded in a way for the dice to be thrown on the screen and for it to choose a random side to land on. And here's what that looks like when you actually throw the dice. And then I added the dice as an item that spawns on the conveyor belt, so when you destroy it with your sword, it should pause the game, throw the dice, and then tell you which number that it lands on. So the dice spawn worked, but the game doesn't pause. And now when I slice the dice, it just disappears. And that's when I realized, at some point in the last 5 minutes, I had accidentally deleted one of the ideas from the list. I don't know how, maybe I right-clicked on something in the list, selected it or something, but it was gone. This was bad because I didn't even know which idea had gone missing. But with some quick thinking, I quickly closed out the Scratch project before Scratch could autosave and then loaded a backup. Thankfully, Scratch hadn't autosaved the project when I had deleted the idea. Just in case, I made a backup list in case my goofy self decided to delete something else again. Now, I figured out I could take out 2 birds with 1 stone. For the pet simulator idea, why not add a pet to the items you need to collect? So in the item sprite, I looked for a new animal sprite. Let's see, which one should I choose? Scratch has so many good options. Anyways, I decided on this dog because it's probably the only normal looking sprite in the entire Scratch library. Like, who chooses these things to put in your library? Can we please have some normal sprites? Please, Scratch team, thank you. I also deleted and erased the space helmet to make it a normal dog. And then finally I made the game over screen. This whole time in the game, it wasn't actually possible to even die. Also, what? I can jump in the middle of the air? How did that happen? And now if you slash at the dog, you lose some points when the dog dies. Very sad. So now it looks like an accurate pet simulator to me, so I think this crosses off that idea on the list. And now I can get started to work on the 6th idea, Untitled Random Disaster. So what I'm thinking is that when you roll the dice and it lands on a number, there will be a natural disaster. But first, what is a natural disaster? What is this?
Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Anyways, I found this cool project that told me all of the natural disasters because I'm not gonna lie, they didn't teach me that in school. And then I drew a costume for a snowstorm and a costume for rain. And here's what the snowstorm that spawns in every time you roll the dice, and it lands on 1. And here's the rainstorm that also spawns in every other time. I've only completed 5 out of the 10 ideas because I ran out of time because I wanted to publish this video today, or else it probably would have taken me way longer. So like and subscribe and leave a comment if you want me to continue part 2. Buy my limited edition Jackson Academy X Osaka mousepad, check out my free coding course, and as always, quasi-stellar radio source.